All right, everyone, we are back once again. I already kind of talked to a couple of people because I wasn't sure how long conversations were going to be, but basically I talked to Trixie and she barked a lot and was a little sad. And then I talked to Lillian's older sister and she says she wants to be a baker, so let's talk to Lillian. Do you feel that wonderful breeze, Chaos? It's so cool and gentle, and it feels ever so lovely. And we have you to thank for it. Until we built the Dia tree, the wind never felt so nice at all. The ill wind was sticky and cloying and downright horrid. You remember what we talked about before, Chaos? I told you that I'd very much like to go to your island with you. I still feel the same way, so if it's not too much trouble, would you take me with you? Sure. Splendid, that's settled then. I shall study under you and learn all that there is to learn about building. After all, someone will need to train the next generation of furrow fielding farmers. The funny thing is, our older sister didn't ask to come with. It isn't just because I don't like saying goodbyes, honest. Okay, then why can't I take Trixie? I want the dog. Clayton gonna come with? Excellent work, Mr. Chaos, sir. The whole island is such a beautiful shade of green, and it's all thanks to you. When we met, I called you a heretic, and I'm ashamed that I did. You turned out to be the savior of Furrowfield. I've heard that you're heading home to your own island, and I'd love to join you. But somebody needs to stay here to maintain the wonderful farm you built, and I've decided to be the builder this island needs and do just that. Perhaps one day, if I find the time, I might write you a letter. And don't forget me, Chaos. Come back soon. Brittany, are you coming with?
Yeah.
Yo, fam, we totally wasted that gross brainy baboon, and look how epic the Dia tree turned out. So, what's this here about you going home now? Are you seriously gonna build all this totally rad stuff and then just, like, bounce? It's going to be, like, totes dull around here without you. What do you say I come along with you to your island? Yes! Yes, thanks, bro. You totally won't regret this. Malross told me all about this hairy hermit dude, and I'm super hyped to meet him. When we get there, you seriously have to introduce me. Okay, 3 more. I really want Wrigley to come with, but he's probably gonna stay here. Ooh, Chaos, you've made my dreams come true, so you have. The whole island's covered in lovely green as far as everyone else's eyes can see. And when the word gets out that I was here to help you do it, I'll be famous. I'll be the superstar of the Wiggly world, I will. Honestly, I can't thank you enough. But I sure as heck can try. I hear you're looking for folk to help grow plants on your island awakening. That's why you came here, ain't it? Well, how's about I go back with you and help you out? What do you reckon? Yes, please. Oh, thank you, Chaos. I can't wait to cover that whole island of yours in beautiful green grass. I'm ready when ye are, me handsome. Just say the word and I'll get wriggling. Okay. Who is this? Oh, it's Perry. Hello, Chaos. Thanks for helping out and bringing back the life back to the island. Bro, feels like Gert Lush again and couldn't have done it without you. By the way, is it true what I've been hearing, that you two are heading home to your own island soon? I don't want to say goodbye just yet. I want to keep building with you and learn all the tricks of the bloomin' trade. I ain't gonna stop you leaving, but do you think I might be able to come with you and help build things on your island? Yes, please. Yes, you, me, and Malroth are gonna make a heck of a team. They'll call us the Furrowfield Farmin' 3. No, they won't. If anyone does, they'll have me to deal with. I didn't mean it. I was just getting a little carried away. Don't hurt me. Don't worry, Perry. I won't hurt you after all. We need people like you to do all the work. No problem. You got a job that needs doing. I'm your man. Consider it my way of paying you back for all the hard work you did here. Speaking of which, Chaos, you'll be welcome back here anytime. Just hop on the same boat you sailed on. You'll be welcome with open arms. I'm gonna go smashing everything up and take back with you. In fact, you've done such a fine job on the farm, I'd rather you didn't smash it up at all. Truth is, I thought you might need some materials to take back with you, so I've been saving them up for this very occasion. I'll show you everything I got when we get there. Pet Trixie. Woof woof. Allow me to thank you again, Chaos, for your pivotal role in restoring life and light to Furrowfield. Thank you, and goodbye. Just of course. This is not goodbye. We shall be returning to our island together, yes? Surely, Chaos, you wouldn't dare leave me behind. I have been like a father, a brother, and a mother to you. It would be tragedy in triplicate. Let me ask you, just to be sure, you will be taking me to your island with you, won't you? What do I say no? I kind of want to say no because he's kind of a jerk, but also he did help fight, even though he's got like a kind of not great sword. I'm gonna say no. Don't be silly, my boy. It would be madness for me not to accompany you. Sheer madness. It is no imposition, Chaos. I assure you, I shall pack my things and join you on your return voyage. Can't I? No! I can't. He has to come with. Wow. Of course, my boy, of course. I don't know why I even asked. No, go away. Can't wait to get settled on your island. I'm so excited to start building, I can hardly stand still. If you were to assign me to some sort of mayoral role, that would be all the more ideal. Shut up. I'm asking you to be a mayor. That's like asking to be a mod in a Twitch channel. The more you ask, the less we want to do it. Rosie, are you coming with? Or are you the mayor? Have you spoken with everyone, Chaos? I know it can be hard to say goodbye, but that's part of making new friends. Sooner or later, you go your separate ways. But you can't let that stop you from moving forward. I'd love to go with you too, but I can't. I have to stay here in Furrowfield and help out on the farm. What? But I thought... I just... Sorry, I know it's not very funny, but Pastor Al taught me that joke and I've always wanted to try it out. Of course I'll go with you. Furrowfield has the Deity to look after it now, and the children of Hogon won't be causing any trouble here either. The island's a plant lover's paradise again. That's why I want to go with you to your island. I want to do more building, and make bigger and better things. We'll turn the Isle of Awakening into a plant lover's paradise too. Well, we've said our goodbyes and everyone's ready to go, but we still need to wait for Brownbeard to get back. That guy really is hopeless. He says he'll be our personal ferryman, but he sails away as soon as we arrive. Where did he even go? Mr. Chaos, sir, Mr. Chaos! There's a boat at the docks with a strange fellow in a turban at the helm. He says he came here to pick you up. Wow, like a year later. Oh, that must be your famous ferryman, Chaos. Oh, certainly got a good sense of timing. Come on, everyone, let's hurry to the docks. Yes, we shall. Okay. To the docks. But whoa! Look at this party we have now. There's a line of people. This is pretty great. Let's go. Hey there. Yeah, you're already on the boat. Ahoy there, Chaos. Ahoy there, Malroth. I was just about to head out to sea and look for ye. And who are these fellow sand scrubbers or years? These the folks you've sheeted in to take back to the island? Yes, we are. Thank you for taking us, Captain. Yar, Chaos, me livery, you've gathered up quite a crew. Lulu's sure to kick up a gale if we don't get back soon, so let's all climb aboard, yar. Woof woof, Aru, yay, Trixie, please come with. Oh no. Are you all leaving already? No, Trixie, come with. We come to see you off. Please let me have my dog. I know that I've said this before, Chaos, but thank you again for everything you've done for us. We can handle everything here on the island from now on. We shall keep building with all our strength. Fully intend to surpass even the legendary Chaos one day. Woof, woof, ooh, yeah, come with us, Trixie. Now, Lillian, remember to do as Chaos and Malroth say. Don't expect them to wait on you hand and foot. What in the world are you implying, sister? It is I who shall be looking after them. Come, Chaos, let us set sail. We're all extremely excited to see your island. Oh man, I should make it so it stops doing that, because I want to take a cool screenshot, and then it just pops up all over the stream. Farewell, everyone. You must come back to visit one day. Take care. All aboard for a trip abroad. Time to set sail. Bye. And so Chaos's adventures on Furrowfield come to an end. He and Malroth sail with their new friends back to the Isle of Awakening, where Lulu eagerly awaits their return. That was, oh man, I don't even, let's see, this will be the 16th video? 17th video, and each of these videos is like between like 40 minutes to an hour. That last one was like an hour and a half because a lot happened. So this is at least like 15 hours or so into the game, and we still got a lot to go, feels like. Chaos, Malroth. Welcome back. I was starting to worry you might never return. Well, did you accomplish what you set out to do? Did you find all the plants and people we need to turn Lulutopia into a green and pleasant land? This ragtag rabble you dragged along with you wouldn't be our new citizens, would they? Hello, you must be Lulu. My name's Rosie. We heard all about you on the boat ride over from Furrowfield. And yes, we're here to help. And you're kind of being rude. Blimmin' so this is the famous Isle of Awakening, is it? I'm very happy to be here. I ain't never been off Furrowfield before. How did you manage without us, Lulu? That scallywinkle, stealing screwball didn't try anything funny again, did he? Not at all. In fact, we got along like a house on fire. And that funny old fellow told me everything there is to know about this island. You speak of the far-famed hairy hermit, yes? You must introduce us post-haste. The meeting of our island's masters can brook no delay. Maybe you should comb that beard first. You look like a bush that's been dragged through another bush backwards. Wow! Rude! Lulu's got freaking venom. Yes, I remembered something that completely slipped me not. This is a post box. Now your mates on Furrowfield can send you letters by sea snail mail. Semaphore can't hold a flag to that. Oh, how wonderful. Safi will be able to keep me informed on how the comings and goings back home. I'll give you a shout whenever a letter arrives. You'll have to come and collect them, though. I get land sick if I stray too far from me ship. Is that how that works? I have a post box. Now then, Chaos, take me to this mountaintop temple where the hairy hermit resides. If no one will introduce me, I shall introduce myself. I mean, do what you want, I guess. Oh, at least my bag, I still have all of that stuff. Up to the hairy hermit. Can I smash this? Okay, no smashing, even the cracked ones. So, can I fast travel to the hairy hermit? Mountaintop, yes please. We love the, hi. This is a lovely island. I'd like to have a quick gander at the soil if that's alright with me. Yeah. Oh ho ho, you're back, Chaos, and you brought some new friends with you. That's cracking. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Hermit. We've come from all the way from Furrowfield. Chaos said we could live here, so here we are. We're looking forward to helping him make this place into a proper paradise. It's smashing to have you here, young lady. Welcome to the Isle of Awakening. Well, Chaos, hadn't you better knock a few houses together for our new residence? Nah, mate, I came here to, like, build stuff, not to get stuff built for me, yeah. We were all talking about it on the boat, and now I'm totally stoked to get started. Too right, when we get cooped up on that ship for a blimmin' ages, now we're here. It'll be darned if we're not gonna make nothing. Well, what? Are you telling me you're all builders? Well, that is bombshell. No long have I dreamt of the day bevy of builders would set foot on this island's soil. Speaking of which, this soil of yours is in terrible state. We'll have to be getting that sorted before any proper building can begin. That's a splendid suggestion, Wrigley. As soon as we have some lovely, healthy soil, we can start growing our crops. I know a banging place to do that, the Green Gardens. You just have to head northeast until you bump into a stone tablet. Let's go. Northeast, stone tablet. The quickest way to get there is to hop off this cliff. And you can use your windbreakers to ride the breeze all the way to down. Does everybody have windbreakers? I nearly forgot the most important thing. The real reason you rocked up here to see me. You brought me some mini medals, haven't you? You'll be wanting to trade them for treasure. Whenever you've got a nice little collection going, just come and find me, then hit Y and we can do a swap. Oh, have mini medals tickled your fancy? Good to know we share common interest, you see. I'm rather an avid collector of mini medals, and I'll even swap them for my treasures. Unless I'm mistaken, that's the unmistakable whiff of mini medals. Let's see now. Oh, you've got 5 mini medals there. I see, I'll take them if you don't mind. For hitting 1 medal, I'll give you a pair of geeky specs. Thanks. 4 medals. Bustling streets. Oh, music. For reaching the 4 medal mark, I'll teach you how to make player liars. Yeah. As things stand, you brought me a total of 5 mini medals. Make that 10, I'll give you a bow. Wouldn't that be nice? A bow? Like, a bow for shooting things or a bow for my head? That's what I'm curious about. Well, young builder, how does it feel to pocket your very first accessory? You want to put it on, just use a dressing table. You can chop, and change your appearance however you like. You know the recipe, go ahead and bang one together. They're knocking around in Green Gardens. Okay, got it. But now it's time to fly. Okay, everybody has a wind, except for Malroth. Okay, that is, I gotta take a screenshot. That's great. This is pretty great. These gardens don't look very green. What is salmon? Is this a stone tablet that old Whitebeard told us about? Oh, indeed it is, Malroth, my boy. This tablet was knocked together by the last builder who lived here, a mysterious and magical creation. It reacts to the innermost thoughts of the island's master. When an idea materializes in their mind, it will be etched into the stone itself. That means you, Chaos. You must consider the needs of the island and its inhabitants, and what you must build to fulfill those needs. Once you have decided your goals, it's time for the tablet to work its magic and set it all in stone. Literally. Let's see, what do we need? Well, that pink squirming thing said the soil here is in a bad way. That seems like an important thing to fix. I don't mean to grow crops or farm animals or anything so practical as that. What this island needs is nature. You want us to build nature? Images of a country village nestled between a lush forest and a sparkling stream swirl around in Chaos's mind. What? Trees, river? Did I just make a blueprint? Table targets. Make a river. Make a meadow. Make a forest. The ground around the tablet is cracked and dry. It would be better if it was wetter, so build a raging river. Oh. An arid wasteland stretches out before you. If it was a big, beautiful meadow instead, what a wonderful sight it would be. Building a, okay, there's a lot of wood. Work with Wrigley to build a forest that will satisfy your hunger for lumber. You want to make a river, a meadow, and a forest? You're nothing if not ambitious, my boy. When I said this island needed nature, I didn't actually expect you to make it. This is rather a bigger undertaking than searing a scallywinkle, you know. I've never thought of creating a landscape from scratch before, but now you mention it, I think you and Lulu could really be onto something. And who better than green it up than us farmers? I had never been prouder to say I'm a Furrowfieldan born and bred. Yeah, man, hey Cass, we're busy prettying this place up. How about you build us those new cribs your hermit mate promised us? A most excellent idea. What better way to put all the items we brought with us to good use? That chest is jam-packed with the awesomest things Furrowfield has to offer. It's all like useful as. As what? Gosh, these new friends of yours are certainly raring to go. Did something happen on Furrowfield that I should know about? A rebellion. Well, whatever the reason, I think their passion for building might be rubbing off on me. Perhaps I'll even join the building work myself. Yeah. Let the building begin. What do you want now? You want to build a river, don't you? Well, I just so happen to know the perfect place. It just so happens I know the perfect place. You see, while you and Malroth were off adventuring, I was out exploring every day. I actually got to know the lay of the land here rather well. Oh, then let our resident explorer Lulu guide you to the site of this river to be. As you head out to the great unknown, do not fear. Should you lose your bearings, you can warp straight back to this tablet. I'll be up at the temple watching you hard at work. Come and find me when you're finished. Come on, then, let's go get this river running. Can you see those highlands over there, Chaos? Which highlands? Those ones? I think that would be the perfect spot for the source of our river. River in the highlands? Are you mad? Rivers are supposed to wind through valleys, not ride on top of hills. Everyone knows that. Hold on, Bonanzo. It sounds like Lulu has a plan. Let's head up there and see what we can see. Last one there's a rotten egg. Where do these people get their energy? Huh. Very well, this way. Oops. Get up there. Did you get stuck, Lulu? Or is this the spot? I think you got stuck. Well, I think I can see where the river is supposed to wind through. Oh, okay, that is a pretty nice river. Look at it go! Well, what do you make of the view, Chaos? It's very good. Water flow! You said the ground below is a different color? I believe that's an old riverbed. If we could create some kind of water source at the top of this cliff, we'd soon have the whole thing filled with water again. Hang on a minute, Lulu. This is a bloomin' big river you're after, ain't it? Yes, as a builder, not a miracle worker. I, for one, think it's a wonderful idea. This goes far beyond making tasty recipes or beautiful buildings. You would have us remake the landscape itself. There's just one thing I haven't figured out. How in the world do we get a river's worth of water up here? Oh, I don't know, with my handy dandy doodad? Do I just keep pouring? If I do it up here. Well, it's spreading pretty quick. River, river, river. I feel like I'm probably doing this wrong. I should probably talk to them and see what's up. Okay, the spread of water is a little strange. I mean, we're starting to get rivery though. Let's see what they got to say. Lulu does have some grand ideas. I think the two of us could really get along. She seems a bit worried about how to get all the water up here, but I know you've got just the solution. That bottomless pot of yours should still be full of fresh furrow-filled water. You just have to tip it over and pour it out. When it runs over the edge, it'll fill the whole riverbed. The whole riverbed, you say? I wonder if it'll flow all the way down there. Well, there's only one way to find out. Come on, Cass, slosh out some water to the top of this cliff and see what happens. Let's make sure it's clean water, not dirty water. We don't want another furrow field on our hands. What in the world just happened? I've never seen so much water pour out of a pot. Look at that, the water's flowing right over the cliff and all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, but it's not like flowing all the way. It's still taking a while. There's only so many blocks of water. It's a blimmin' beautiful waterfall. We're making nature. Goodness me, there's water everywhere. I'm soaked through to my small clothes, but I don't care one jot. Wonderful. We got the river flowing. We have just the source of the river now, but this is just the start. The magic pot of yours has really saved the day. With an exceedingly useful tool like that at our disposal, we'll have this river up and running in no time. All we have to do now is fill up the rest of the riverbed. I'm going to inspect the bottom of the waterfall. Everyone, follow me. Gosh, she just jumped off a sheer cliff face. She's hopping mad, that one. But I think I like her. Hold up, Lulu, I'm right behind you. How much do I have to fill up to get Maybe I just have to keep doing quests. Better late than never. The river isn't going to make itself, you know. We need to fill this whole riverbed with water. The building begins again, huh? I'll sit this one out. Building stuff isn't exactly my strong suit. You lot get to work on the rivers and meadows and woods and what have you. I'll stay on the lookout for monsters. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. It isn't just a river we're after. We gotta get our greenery game going too. We'll need Wrigley's help to purify the soil. Say, Brittany, why don't we three leave the river building to the others and take care of the fields and forests? Very well, you can handle the replanting. Rosie, Perry, Weirdy, Beardy, and I'll take charge of the river. Ha ha ha! Fine by me. I must admit I'm more than a little excited to be building scenery from scratch. You're a part of the river team too, Chaos. We'll show you where we want you to pour out the water. Be sure to fill every nook and cranny now. None of us will get mind getting our feet wet, so pour away. Pour some water here, please. Whoa! There's a blockage. You've actually built yourselves a river. Not bad. Not bad at all. Very good, in fact. We'll have these bleak and blasted plains transformed into a pastoral paradise in no time. When you two are away, I spent a great deal of time making plans for Lulutopia, right down to the minutest of details. I came to the conclusion that the whole host of wonderful water features was just what my subjects wish for. What do you mean you're subjects? We're building my empire of evisceration here, remember? Maybe if you ask Chaos nicely, he'll set aside some space for you in my kingdom. The dungeon. Simmer down, younglings. I'm the eldest here, so I can decide what we do. We've found Bonanza Land. Now there's nothing for you to fight about. Shut it, fuzzfaces, in between me and her. Okay, I feel like... Sorry, slime. Oh, is it like that because of the ground? Can I? It's like one little spot of icky water. Give me more water. I kind of wonder, how deep does this go? I can't. Ah, it's icky water. Okay, I wonder if that's going to be a part of the thing. You made us a wonderfully picturesque river, Chaos. When it comes to nature making, you're natural. Speaking of which, where did you come across that unusual pot? Magic. A gentleman called Pastor Al gave it to you. I would like to have met him. He sounds like a thoroughly fine fellow. You shall have to tell me all about your adventures on Furrowfield as soon as things calm down a little. But that you'll have to wait for the time being. Our work is far from finished. The river isn't nearly long enough to satisfy my standards. Ooh. Next on the agenda is extending its reach by means of the Grand Lulutopian Canal. Well, I already made the canal. There's a letter waiting for me. I made your canal. Are you happy? It's time to begin the construction of the Grand Lulutopian Canal. We need to extend the river even further if we're to turn my vision into a reality. The old riverbed only goes this far. How are we supposed to make the river longer? Actually, it looks like the river did used to be longer. It's just been blocked by a bunch of soil and sand. Should be easy enough to smash through that soft stuff and open it up again. You're right. Well spotted, Malra. Just so happens that I brought something from Furrowfield just for such an occasion. The chest is filled with the sturdiest of construction materials. We can use them to shore up the banks as we clear a path for the river. You can leave the digging to us, Chaos. Why don't you and Wrigley get started on greenifying things up around here? Okay, well. Wrigley, it's gross here. Is the work of the river going swimmingly, is it? While the others are busy with that, you and me can do something about this here stony soil. Hey, you guys! Whoa. Thought you'd leave the rest of the Green Gang crew out of the decision-making, did you? Don't think so, mate. Brittany and I wrestled up a few helpful items to ensure the whole meadow-making process runs smoothly. 3 balls of worm food. Thought I was going straight to straight vom when I stuck my hand in the pot to get the ingredients for those things. Seriously though, it was well nasty. Worm food, my favorite snack. Plonk one of them loverly lumps on the ground, I'll gobble it up, turn a hard sand around into soft soil while I'm at it. Me and Lily will show you where to put them. Come on, squad, let's roll. Okay, well, let's put a lot of stuff in the bag. I have 5 balls of worm food. All right, where to next, ladies? So happy! You got this, Wrigley. I thought the trees would get better once the ground was all nice, but maybe not. I guess that was just in the case of the other island. I wonder if I can put one underwater. I can! I don't know if it did anything though. OMG, it's gorgeous! Seriously, like totally sick fieldwork, Chaos. Oh yes, everything looks so much nicer now. Just imagine how much lovelier it'll look when the whole riverside is draped in greenery. Let's leave that up to Chaos. Yeah, it's his island, and anyway, his meadow-making sensibilities are off the hook. You want to make 10 miles worth of meadow for starters, right? This is gonna look so sick when you're done. Oh, and if you're out of worm food, just make some more, like duh. Oh yeah. Wait, what about, because I have a bunch of grass seed. Yeah, I tried putting grass seed down there. Yeah, put worm food there. Look at all this green, grassy earth. Yeah. Monsters! In my river? I don't think so. Get him, Malroth! I'm busy making this place beautiful. Whether it's a meadow or wood I'm after, I can make everything nice and grassy again. You have to plunk down a few lush lumps of worm food. Thinking about 10 tiles worth of meadow should do the trick. Check your mat to see how much you've done so far. So much grass seed. Oh, well. Making like piers over here? Maybe I'm supposed to craft No, stop breaking that! I just fixed that! Oh. You guys suck. What? What? How big are they making this river? This canal? Oh, I guess they're building the canal around the poopy part here? So, yeah, you guys. What? What are you guys? Okay, well, you guys keep doing that, I guess. Make a meadow. Oh, 9 out of 10. Okay, so. Where's 10 out of 10? OR, job done. Well, could look a lot better. Wonderful work, Wrigley. You've turned all that dry, cracked soil into a marvelous meadow. Dude, this place is straight banging now. Get a load of all that grass. This place is starting to look more and more like furrow field. That's the idea. It'll look even lovelier once we give the whole riverbank the green treatment. Oh, and don't forget the patch over there and that bit there. You're always thinking a few steps ahead, aren't you? Maybe make you my imperial gardener-in-chief. What about me, yeah? After all the mud I've munched for you, if I don't get a job, I'll be greener than all the grass put together. Yeah! Tablet targets, make a meadow. You ticked off one of the tablet targets of the list, I see. Congratulations. For every objective you complete, a mini medal will come into being. Once you've collected a few, bring them to me. I'll swap them for some of my most prized possessions. I'm a mad for mini medals, me. Well, you're not the only one. Look at that, it's a mini medal. Yaha! Doodle pip pip for now. Okay, bye. Okay, so that's cool. Did I use all my grass seed? I guess I did. Okay, so they're still doing that. I guess I'll just fill this up with water then. I think I might have gotten ahead of myself when I filled that other bit with water. 30% of a river. Oh, what do you want, Wrigley? OR! There's some fine fields, and it's all thanks to the way you placed that worm food, Chaos. Never seen it done without ye. Yes, thank you so much, Chaos. Everything's so much nicer now that we have some green grass to roll around in. We can crack on making the forest next. When you get a break from the old river building, give me a shout. Well, they're kind of building the whole river, I guess. It feels like this should extend. Okay, so we want it to go into there, right? About 30% of the river. Yep. Sorry, slimes. Sorry, slime. Sacrifices must be made. I feel like I might be doing this right. I'm not sure. But I think this is where I'll end the video because we're 45 minutes in and there's really nothing to make this last an hour. I'm just going to be doing some river building and I'll probably start up the next recording once I figure out more of what the heck I'm doing with this river. Because I feel like I'm doing it right, but I might also be totally off the mark. So, until next time, though, I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by.